Devin Aguilar spent 6 months planning a bank robbery. Half a year, drew diagrams, got inside help, watched schedules, followed armored trucks, studied everything. Then on robbery day, he filled bags with $1.2 million and couldn't lift them. Too heavy. He left half the money behind because he forgot. Cash weighs something. 6 months of planning defeated by basic physics. This happened in 2016. Not 18, 16. Not medieval times. 2016. When Google exists. When you can search how much money weighs. When calculators are free on every phone. He had 6 months, 180 days, 4,320 hours to think about weight. He used 0 of those hours for weight considerations. Strategic oversight doesn't cover this. This is strategic blindness. But let's go back to when Aguilar was still feeling smart. Before gravity ruined everything. He worked security at a bank in Phoenix, Arizona. Good job, steady pay, access to inside information. He saw armored trucks, watched procedures, knew schedules, and decided he wanted the money those trucks carried. Reasonable desire, unreasonable execution. Very unreasonable. He recruited his girlfriend. She was lead teller at the bank, had keys, knew codes, understood routes, perfect inside help. They spent 6 months planning, drew detailed diagrams, timed deliveries, studied guard rotations, mapped escape routes, did everything except one tiny thing. They never once considered how much $1.2 million weighs. That detail seemed unimportant apparently, like planning a marathon and forgetting about the distance part. Here's what they should have Googled. $1 million in 20s weighs about 110 pounds, 50 kilograms. That's a small person. A big dog, a very heavy backpack. Now multiply by 1.2. That's 132 pounds, 60 kilograms. Add the bags, the reality check, the regret. It gets heavy fast. This information was available, free, online. They found 0 of it. March 1st, 2016, game day. Aguilar follows the armored truck, waits for it to enter parking garage, follows it in. The driver parks, gets out. Aguilar pulls out gun, points it at driver. Driver freezes. Smart driver, staying alive. Aguilar's plan is working perfectly. Everything going right. Physics hasn't shown up yet. Just wait. He forces driver to open truck. Inside are bags, money bags, full of cash, beautiful cash. $1.2 million, about to be his. He brought 2 trash bags, big black ones. The cheap kind from grocery store, 79 cents each, about to learn a $1.2 million lesson. He starts filling them. Bills going in, bag getting full, getting heavy, getting very heavy. Problem emerging, bag 1 is full. He tries to lift it, can't. Too heavy, way too heavy. He experiences what engineers call a critical load-bearing miscalculation. In normal words, he didn't think this through. 6 months of planning, 0 minutes of weight training, 0 seconds of considering physics. The cash is winning. Cash always wins, especially when it weighs more than you can carry. He tries again, strains, struggles, can't lift it. The bag is maybe 60 pounds, 27 kilograms. Not impossible, but awkward, bulky, full of loose bills, no handles, just trash bag. He's panicking now. Driver's watching. Time passing. Plan falling apart. Gravity doing its job. Very good job. Employee of the month gravity. Perfect attendance. He makes decision. Take 1 bag, leave the other. He manages to drag 1 bag to his car. About $600,000. Half the haul. Better than nothing. Worse than plan. He throws bag in trunk. Gets in car. Drives away. Mission accomplished except for the part where he failed half the mission, and also the part about leaving evidence everywhere. Coming to that. See, Aguilar wore gloves during robbery. Smart move. Fingerprints are bad. But he took gloves off after. Put them in one of the trash bags. The trash bag he left behind. The one too heavy to carry. So his gloves are sitting in abandoned money bag, in parking garage, with his DNA all over them. The DNA that's already in police database from previous robbery. Previous robbery. This wasn't his first one, just his dumbest one. By far. Police arrive, find money bag, find gloves, test DNA. Match comes back immediately. Devin Aguilar, former bank security guard, current idiot. They check his employment history, his girlfriend's position, her access. Everything clicks. The investigation basically investigated itself. They just had to show up and read the gloves. Thank you for the DNA, please come quietly. Suck. They search girlfriend's phone, find detailed plans, diagrams, schedules, 6 months of planning, all documented, all saved, all evidence. It's like they built prosecution's case for them, organized it, added labels, Very helpful, very illegal. The digital paper trail led straight to prison. Do not pass go, do not collect $1.2 million. Collect 1 year in jail instead. Aguilar got arrested, confessed quickly. The evidence was overwhelming. His DNA, his girlfriend's plans, the money in his car, the other money in garage with his gloves in it. Hard to argue innocence when you left your DNA in the crime scene, in a bag that you couldn't carry because you didn't plan for weight. The judge was not impressed by the planning skills. The driver, though. The victim. He got hurt worse than Aguilar. Not physically, mentally. He developed panic attacks, anxiety, PTSD, from having gun pointed at him, from thinking he might die, over money, over someone else's money. He still has issues, years later, still struggling. While Aguilar spent 7 months in jail, not 7 years, 7 months, then got released, 9 years probation, very light sentence for very heavy crime. Wait, pun intended. Police called it extremely dumb, quote, extremely dumb, end quote. That's official police statement. They don't usually editorialize, but this case earned it. 6 months of planning, detailed diagrams, inside help, perfect execution, ruined by not considering that money has mass. That mass creates weight. That weight requires strength. That strength requires planning. That planning requires thinking. Thinking didn't happen. The math is beautiful in its stupidity. $1.2 million in 20s, 132 pounds, 60 kilograms, 2 trash bags, 79 cents each, $1.58. Total investment in bags to carry $1.2 million. That's 0.00013% spent on equipment. Even Walmart shoppers spend more on bags. This is discount planning, clearance thinking, bargain bin crime. Compare this to other robberies. Professional thieves bring proper bags, duffel bags, with handles, with reinforcement. They test weight beforehand, practice carrying, train for it, because they're professionals. Aguilar was amateur hour, amateur minute, amateur second. The planning was detailed except for details that mattered, like, can I actually carry this? Important question, never asked. Your tax dollars, paid for investigation, trial, jail time, all because someone spent 6 months planning and 0 minutes thinking about weight. The armored truck companies upgraded security after this, added cameras, better protocols, faster response, all good improvements. But honestly, they didn't need them. Gravity handled security just fine. Gravity stopped the robbery better than any guard could. Gravity doesn't take breaks, doesn't call in sick, just works. Always. There's probably lesson here about preparation, about thinking things through, about considering all variables. But honestly, the lesson is simpler. If you spend 6 months planning something, maybe spend 6 minutes on Google. Check basic facts, like how much money weighs, or if you can lift it, or if trash bags are appropriate money-carrying devices. These are answerable questions. Free answers. Right there online. Smile out now. Free. On probation. Hopefully learned his lesson. That lesson being money is heavy. Also crime is bad, but mostly that money is heavy. He can tell people he robbed armored truck, got away with 600,000. That sounds impressive. Until someone asks why only 600,000? Why not the full amount? Then he has to explain about the weight, about the trash bags, about the physics. Story gets less impressive quickly. Cast. And that's the story of the heist defeated by mass. Not police, not guards, not security systems, just gravity. Doing what gravity does best, pulling things down, including poorly planned crimes. The money was too heavy. The planning was too light. The sentence was too short. But the stupidity was just right. Perfect amount of dumb, extremely dumb. Police said so. They're experts. Just like Christmas and New Year sale. Subscribe at up to 40% off. Cords, grab deals.